Hey guys, we are here with a 7th grade course 2 lesson. We are doing lesson 12.1 and 12.2 from your 7th grade course 2 book. So this one is about percent increase and decrease. So our learning target today is that we are going to solve real world problems about percent increase and decrease. You're going to learn two formulas today. The first formula is to find percent increase or decrease. You use this formula. It is difference over original times 100. You're just writing it down for now, and then you'll understand it here in a second when we do an example, but it's super important that you know this. So I'm going to show you through an example. I'm going to show you both formulas through an example, one each. So the one for to find the percent increase or decrease. This one says a soccer ball usually sells for $12.50, but it was put on sale for $8.50. What is the percent decrease? So the first thing is, okay, the two things we obviously have to figure out are the difference and the original, because we have to put difference divided by original times 100. So to find the difference, how do we do that? Well, they gave us the two prices. They gave us the old price and the new price. So we just subtract those. So we're going to take $12.50 and we're going to subtract $8.50, and that's going to give us our difference of the two prices, which is $4. Now that we know the difference and we also know the original, which was $12.50, we can go ahead and plug all of this into our formula. So it will look like this: 4, which is my difference, over $12.50, which is divided by $12.50, and all of that times 100. So I plugged it into a calculator. We're going to cheat a little bit on these. I will let you use calculator on some of the decimals. And 4 divided by $12.50, so just this part, 4 divided by $12.50, that comes out to be 0.32 or 32 hundredths. Now I still have to multiply that by 100. So you do the division first and then multiply that by 100. 0.32 times 100 gets us a final answer here of 32% decrease. So our final answer was, what is the percent decrease? Well, it was 32%. These problems will be in all shapes and forms, but the important thing is that you just figure out what the difference is and what the original is. You plug it in, and then we will solve from there. Once you have it plugged into the formula, everything else from there is easy. It's just kind of figuring out what goes where. Now, the second type of problem that we are going to see in this course 2 packet that we're going to do tomorrow is markups and discounts. So on this one, instead of finding the percent increase or decrease, they give us the percentage and we have to find the original price or another piece of the information. So this time they give us the percent and we have to find the new amount. So our formula for this one is down here. It is percent times original. Now we have to kind of know what a markup and a discount is. A markup obviously is when the price goes up. So they're marking it up for some reason, whether that's to resell it or whatever. So the total that you pay has to be the original plus the markup price. So our percentage for this is going to be 100 plus the markup percent. For discount, our total paid, it's obviously like a sale, a discount. You know, for some reason you're getting an amount off. So our total paid is going to be original price minus the discount price. So we are going to have to do 100 minus whatever that discount percentage is. So here's our formula for this. We are going to again look at an example of what this type of problem would look like. Remember, this one's not asking for the percent increase or decrease. This one's going to be giving us the percentage, and we have to find the new amount. So, Finish Line buys the newest Nike shoe for $85. They then mark up the price of the shoe by 20% before selling. What price would you pay for them in the store? So a store, typically retail store, any kind, Target or Walmart or Finish Line, they buy the product, but then obviously they have to charge us more for it than what they bought so that they can make some money. So Finish Line, it says, charges a markup of 20% before they sell them to people who buy them in the store. So let's look back up at our formula. It says our new amount is going to be percent times the original. Now, this is not just plugging in 20%. We are looking, so we're not just looking at this 20%. We have to look back up here and ask ourselves, okay, is it a markup or a discount? Well, it was a markup. So we have to take 100% plus the markup percent. So our percentage that's going to go right here in the formula, it's 100 plus that 20%. So right here down below, I showed you that. It says 100% plus the markup percent equals 120%. So the percent right here is what goes into your formula. It's not just 20%. It's either 100 minus that or 100 plus that. So there's our percentage. Now our original price up there was $85, but there's something that we have to do first. We have to, let me zoom up so you can see the rest of this. We have to make 120% into a decimal before we can multiply. So over here, we know how to make a percentage decimal. I showed you 120% right here. And I showed you that obviously our decimal is at the end. We know that it's a whole number, so we have to take our 2 hops backwards. So 120% as a decimal is 1.20. That's what I have to plug in here for the percentage. So first you figure out, okay, is it 100 plus this or 100 minus this? Okay, then we figured out it was 120, but I can't put 120 in here. I have to make it into a decimal. So percentage times, oops, I don't know why that made that so ugly. Percentage times original. The original price it said was $85 before they sold it. And again, I typed this one into a calculator. So 1.2 times 85 gives us a final price of $102 is what you would pay in the store. Now, always with these questions, it's super important at the end to ask yourself, does this make sense? Because it's really easy to maybe forget to add my 100% up here, or maybe I forgot to make it into a decimal down here. And if you make a mistake in one of those areas, your answer is not going to come out to be one that makes very much sense. I know if it was originally 85 and we're marking it up about 20%, $102 makes sense to me. So I have to ask myself that at the end. Once you have both of these problems and both of these formulas in there, these will help out so much with your problems that we're going to do tomorrow. So thank you for watching your video. I tried to make it as short as possible, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Adios.